Hey everyone, it's Orange, long time no see. Today I'm making a siege video. I'm gonna show you guys my attacks for this siege. Hopefully I show my defenses as well in here. So, I've been changing my siege strategy over the past few days. I recorded this video last week, so it's still fairly recent. As you guys saw a second ago, I showed my decks, and I'm going to use every single one of those decks in this siege, and along with one other team, I think. It is Gemini, Ganymede, Water Homunculus. I'm gonna put my Theomars's runes on my Water Homunculus to use that team, and there's one other team that I've been trying to use, which is the Wind Barbaric King, Garrow, and Orion. So those are pretty much my decks. I try to find teams that I can beat with them. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Towards the end of Siege, when I only have a few monsters left, well, more than a few, probably like 12 monsters left, which is almost half left, I have to start coming up with some different combinations. Usually I build my team with 1 damage dealer and 2 supports, or my teams from that point on. So the first round, I think this is the second round, I was just talking and not really watching. I used my Lucian team. My Lucian is not a fat Lucian. I know fat Lucians are really popular in Siege, or just Guild Wars. Kamoon, Tion, Lucian, something like that. But my Lucian, I'm still using 2 Lucians in Arena. I have a recent Rush Hour video on my channel where I got Guardian 2. So I'm still using those same Lucians, and the one that hits harder is able to kill most Ethnas, so I decided to see if I could kill her, because usually I do, and I was able to clear that defense. So here we are using my Bulldozer team. I have Will Shield on my whole team to defend against Orion, and then I'll have immunity and defense buff on my team, 2 buffs, which makes it really hard for Orion to gain momentum by putting debuffs on me, and then Violent Procs can help me as well if I get put in a bad situation. BigBLLZBandits can hopefully eventually get the immunity up, but that was pretty standard. Will Shield, kill something right away with Bulldozer, and then slowly win the fight, finish it out. So I saw another opportunity for a Will Shield team here. I have Will Shield on all 3 of my monsters, and the Orion was very smart. He did the best thing he could do, which is strip my Theomars's will set so Sierra could bomb him, stun him, and maybe get his passive. The enemy Theo ended up getting my passive out of me. So I would have liked to use my Bulldozer team against this team, but I already used it, so I saw an opportunity. Let's Will Shield it, let's see what happens. And Huadam is a huge failsafe, so the first turn went horribly for me. The worst thing happened, but Huadam is there and his passive is kicking in, so I was able to win that fight. And let's continue to see what my next match will be. Like I said, I'm just going to go through all my decks. These teams are very reliable. I have 2 Huadams, that's why I'm able to use these 2 teams. So I look and I see the other team isn't going to fight me for first turn. I'm going to be able to get first turn, hopefully, unless there's a very strange build on the other team. My Tion is fairly fast. He could be faster. He's plus... Wait, what is he? Plus 165 speed? Something like that. So I would like him to be faster. His base speed's also sort of low. I think it's 95. But yeah, I take first turn, get rid of Sierra. She's gone. And I've actually fought this scenario quite a few times where it's Theomars Ritesh. It looks a little scary because they have a lot of defense breaks. They should be fairly fast, so they can, you know, take turns, violent proc, along with their defense breaks. But I've usually won, so I'm comfortable in this situation right here. And Ritesh shouldn't be going for my Kali, so so we're good. So I get rid of Ritesh, and then we're going to get rid of Theomars. I might lose Huadam, yeah, I actually do, but I'll res him. And this team is very strong, but I do have to be careful sometimes because it can lose. Because Kali is very slow, and she won't get turns very often unless Tion's helping her. And if the enemies move a ton, I can die. I have lost to Theomar's Perna, I think, as the final 2 monsters. If they get procs and defense breaks, it's not good. And Theomars has 3 hits, so if he defense breaks Kali, he'll do the 3 hits on her and probably trigger Huadam's passive a few times. Okay, so now it's time to use my copper team. When we get to a longer fight, I'll talk about how my strategy has changed a little bit. Basically, I'm trying to use more Nat 4 defenses or offenses to attack more Nat 4 defenses, because in this siege I basically hit all Nat 5 teams, and that's probably not helping my guild too much because other people are going to have to deal with Nat 4 defenses. Okay, so at the beginning of the fight, I hesitated a little because I realized that this beta could be a defense trap because there's a defense leader. I think the smarter play probably would have been to go for the Wind Panda, kill him on the first turn, or not the Wind Panda, sorry, the Water Panda, kill him on the first turn, and then let Beta res, because I think there's a strong possibility that she would have been a defense trap, and I would have hit her, I would have done like 6,000 damage, and I would have been in a worse scenario than if I killed the Water Panda on the first turn. But yeah, thankfully she wasn't, so I kill her, slowly kill the Water Panda, and then the Wind Panda somehow manages to kill a Messity. My Messity is very fast, and I've tried to increase his tankiness over time, because in situations like these, not really this one really surprised me because it's a 3v1, how is this possible? I have Commune Shield, this is insane. A lot of people, I've heard my guild talking about the Wind Panda just being insanely overpowered, but I'm kind of witnessing it for myself here. He's about to kill Copper, so I start getting pissed off because I am going to lose a 1v3. 3v1, I guess. But yeah, that's not fun. So I'm going to keep working him down, and I really need my skills to be applied on him at the right time. Mainly, only, the skill that I'm talking about is my Commune's Unrecoverable. So I need to get that on him. He's going to cleanse it right there. So my skill order was a little bit messed up. I like to use Commune's, Soul Devour when it's up because it does more damage than his first skill does. But I think I ended up holding it there for 1 turn so I could get the cycle back in order so I could get the Unrecoverable on the panda after he cleansed and put the heal up on himself. Okay, so I skipped ahead, I edited the video a little bit so we don't have to watch boring me doing nothing, picking teams, thinking. So I picked out this team because it seemed like it would work. I haven't used Tractor that much, so I'm by no means an expert. I'm probably a novice. I guess I am. So yeah, my idea going into this fight was to kill Garo repeatedly, and Tractor should have a fine time doing that. It should be pretty easy for him because Garos usually are really squishy, and I have multi-hits, so that's going to help with his passive to actually kill him. And after he's dead, I should be able to get some stuns on the Anubis and slowly finish the fight out. Rukuni will be cleansing him though, but yeah. So I should have the momentum on my side, keep things going, keep the damage, and slowly I'll win the fight because I'll just be killing them. Okay. So now I'm hoping for some stuns, and also I'm cycling through turns. My Tractor's very slow, just like Bulldozer and Kali, so the attack bar fills from Rukuni and Olivia are very helpful, and just cycling through those turns, getting those cooldowns back up. Okay, I kill Garo again, and now I'm gonna work on the Anubis. Eventually, I decide to switch off and start focusing Rukuni because the Anubis was not dying, and Rukuni started dying, so just gonna keep going for Rukuni. I get a nice little attack bar fill there. Oh, he didn't die, but he should soon. And Olivia did a great job at tanking the Garo. The enemy Anubis, I don't know his name, he has a defense break and branding, so that's very scary. I was kind of afraid of bad things happening, but she did a good job. My Olivia is pretty tanky, and she's fast as well. So I just kept the momentum on my side the whole fight, and there we go, finished that one out. So that one was very safe. Let's go ahead and see what the next team is. I think I know what this one is because I've been trying to record this video for a little while. but I've been failing. So yeah, I'm probably gonna skip some of this fight. I'll talk about it when we get to it. So on free rune removal in December, I built my unicorn because I wanted to use her. She's my newest nat 5. I got her from the Transcendence package, and I wanted to use her in Guild Wars because I'm not doing RTA anymore. So yeah, I tried getting G1 last season in RTA for the Camilla skin, but I failed. I pulled the unicorn with like a week left, something like that. I didn't have skill ups for her, so I wanted to use her in Guild Wars. I don't think I'm doing RTA just because I don't enjoy it. But yeah, she has a strip for the Theo, so I thought this team would work out pretty well. On the first turn, I got myself stuck out in human form, which is probably the worst thing I could have done. There was no way I was going to be able to take 2 turns. For some reason I thought I would, but the math just doesn't work out. The Theomars would have moved no matter what, and he didn't violent proc, so I got very lucky that my unicorn lived. If he did, my unicorn would have died, and I would have lost the fight right then and there, but we're still going. So, yeah, so I built this team on free rune removal. I wasn't really sure what to use her with, but both Beast Monks sounded good. I kind of wanted to set her up for a long fight, and her passive is pretty OP, so I thought the enemies are going to be hitting something, and all 3 of my monsters have tons of skills because they're nat 5s. That's probably a really dumb and obvious thing to say, but I just thought, let's stick all these on a team, they're pretty crazy, and then let's see how it goes. This is one of my first few times using this team. I don't really use it that much, but I wanted to use it here just to get some practice with it, to see how it goes. Maybe I can change something with it. I'll have to use it some more times and correct those mistakes that I made in this siege, like getting stuck in human form on the first turn into a Theomars. Okay, so I kill 2 of the 3 enemies, and it's just Kamoon. I'm pretty confident in this situation right here that I can strip him and do damage to him. Things got weird. Maybe I wasn't rotating my skills correctly, but my unicorn starts taking a lot of damage right there especially. My unicorn is kind of slow. I felt like things were kind of sniping turns from me. I don't know, but yeah, eventually I rotate through my skills somehow well enough to kill this Kamoon. So we're gonna skip ahead to when I actually kill him. It should be fairly soon, but I start getting scared and I just stay in unicorn form. I keep putting the shield up on myself. So we're gonna skip ahead a little bit and see me finally killing him. Okay, we should be close here. Yeah, it should just be like one more turn, but that took a few minutes for me to finally kill him. I skipped ahead like 3 minutes in the video, maybe, yeah, something like that. And the video is already 130 speed, 130% speed. Okay, let's see what my next team is. How many monsters do I have left? I have 9 monsters left. My webcam's covering it. And, oh yeah, one thing that I haven't done is solo or duo anything in Siege. So I think Siege has been out for a while, but I've only recently kind of caught my groove, and I started doing okay. So I just like to stick to my teams, and then now we're gonna have to make something. On the other team, I noticed they don't have any healing aside from Perna's passive, so I may have been able to solo this with a fast Rina, obviously with 100% resistance. Well, maybe not obviously, but I kind of thought about it. I haven't moved into solo duo land yet, like I just told you guys. Eventually, maybe I will, but for now, we are going to stay in trio land. Okay, so I believe this is the final team that I ended up picking, but I just wanted to show you guys some of like my thought process. Sometimes it does take me a little while to think of a team. I was debating between either Harmonia or Lisa because I needed to cleanse the debuffs that they were going to put on me. I went with Lisa because she's going to help Rina get her skills up a little faster because of the team up skill, and Rina's my only healer. Lisa is going to be the solo tank here, and I need Rina to heal me. So I'm going to be focusing on Perna just because I don't want to deal with Perna's passive healing the other two. And Camilla should have a fun time killing Perna. So I'm just hoping that I can kill Perna before it kills my Lisa. And Lisa's doing a pretty good job of tanking, but this is kind of what I suspected, that Lisa would go down somewhat fast, and I need Rena to heal her, so we're gonna get that team up. I think Rena's heal is up right now, but I used the team up for more damage because I think Lisa's probably gonna die. Ooh, okay, so close. Perna's almost dead, and Perna's dead, so now there's no heals, and the brownies should crit me, so I should be fine. I'm gonna get my shield up, and I don't think that they can kill me. So I think we are good right now. I'm gonna be going for Orion first because of the stun, I believe. When I was trying to record this video yesterday, I remembered why, and it's because I'm pretty sure it's something, he's worse than Gemini. I think it's the stun. Maybe the attack bar fill too, but yeah, so I'm just killing Orion. I don't think it really matters. I probably could have gone for either one and the same outcome would have occurred. So kill Orion, then kill Gemini, and then that will be that fight. And then I have 6 monsters left, so just 2 more fights. I hope I show my defenses. We're actually in a really close siege right now. Oh, we actually ended up losing this siege. We did pretty well in the beginning, but then we got completely cut off, and then Big Balls, I think that's what they are, they ended up winning, so congrats to them. And let's see what I pick. I'm not sure if we'll win this siege. Let's see. I don't think we will, but we may come in last, actually. It's a very close fight. I think we only have a few swords left, and we need to kill 2 defenses. If we do, we win. If we don't, we come in last. And win, we come in first. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing, so let me go ahead and skip to the next fight. Okay, so I'm moving my Theomars's runes over to my water homunculus. I just realized his crit rate is very low, but he's been working for me, so I'll probably keep using this. And the speed tuning ends up being okay. I did lose with this team because I failed to strip a Ritesh with Gemini. And something moves in between. See, the Kamoon cut me. So I've noticed that as something that I can fix or improve. But for now, I'm probably just going to keep using this team because it's fairly reliable. Usually it gets me a win. And yeah, that's that. So the Ritesh is a little scary because he can kill my homunculus. I do have a ventilate for him as a failsafe measure if he does. And Ganymede did change, or they changed him recently where he can't ventilate himself anymore, so I'll have to keep an eye on that situation. It might end up fucking me, but it hasn't so far. At least I don't think so. I think I just lost that one fight because I didn't strip the Ritesh, and then he defense broke me and killed me. Okay, so victory. I always switch my runes back to my Theo because I've forgotten before and lost fights because my Theo has been unruned. And a little while ago when Siege was like brand new, I did a ton of rune moving, but last free rune removal, actually 2 free rune removals ago, in January, I think January, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was the January one. I worked on putting runes on pretty much everything so I don't have to move stuff around because it costs way too much mana to do that. And I was going broke. Okay, so 3 monsters left. This is the final team. I'm going to be doing a little bit of thinking here. I'll show you guys what I'm considering. This should be the final team that I use. I'm kind of wondering why I wanted to use Tessarian because of the passives on the other team. Okay, so I have a really nice first turn. They only have 1 will set, and I strip it, and I get a stun on the unicorn. And I do a ton of damage to the monkey. In hindsight, maybe I should have used Tessarian's second skill, but the monkey procs out of it, and on his first proc he gets a stun on Orion, so Orion's basically not moving, which isn't good. I didn't get a proc on that roll either, and they end up healing up and beating me, so sad days. But I'm pretty sure I won every single other fight. This was the only loss, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this fight was kind of risky mathematically because of the chance that they had more than one will set and other stuff. I also could have gone for the resist lead. Maybe Orion would have resisted that stun, but the monkey did hit again. I didn't see what happened on his second hit. He had another chance to stun me. Yeah, but whatever. So that was the last fight. No more analysis needed, I guess. Garo ends up dying. I just wanted to see his passive in action a little bit. And yeah, that's it. So that was the siege. I am kind of changing my strategy, I guess we could say, a little bit, trying to use more Nat 4 teams. I have a lot of Nat 4 teams that can beat Nat 5 teams, but this current siege that we're in, not this one, I used my Nat 4 teams against Nat 4s. So, for example, Kamoon, Amesity Copper, that sort of thing. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed checking out my teams. Maybe they can inspire you to build the same team. So, yeah, I should be making a rune video soon. So check that out with all these runes in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys later.